My wife, who has been missing for 3 years, suddenly contacted me, but now I'm trapped in an abandoned house in Louisiana with a family of crazy people who are trying to kill me. That is the name of a brand new original light novel I came up with. On a completely unrelated note, let's talk about Resident Evil 7. If you are stuck in a random house in Louisiana, how can you escape? Well, I'm gonna tell you how. Your first order of business, and this one requires 3 years of prep time. File a missing persons report. You know when your wife sends you a video saying she's having so much fun working abroad, then you never hear from her again? Then is a good time to put in a missing persons report. Get that paper trail rolling, so when your wife sends you a second, more ominous video message like 3 years later, and she's saying, "Don't rescue me, I'm in trouble," you then can get people with guns to go deal with it, instead of driving into the middle of nowhere alone and breaking and entering into a house. Watch the video with his wife. The only interpretation of that video is that she's some kind of hostage or prisoner. And so Ethan, seeing that video, is like, well, I'm just going to go there alone, and I'm not going to tell anyone where I'm going, and I'm not going to even bring pepper spray, let alone a weapon. He went to rescue his wife from kidnappers with nothing but a sweater and a dream. So, you've gone far enough to be stuck in the guest house, but now you've realized, you know what, this isn't worth it. You want to leave your wife for greener pastures. Fair enough. How are we going to escape? Well, good for you, this is the easiest place to escape like ever. Both the game and the demo insist that to escape you have to go out the window in the attic, which is crazy given how shoddy the house is. In the first 30 minutes of the game, you're shown that you can kick down the door of the guest house. So just kick your way out again. Or use any of the uncovered windows. A lot of the windows in the house are covered with barbed wire or bars or something like that, but a lot of them also are just windows. You can break a window through numerous means. I don't need to tell you how to break a window. And then just leave. Or if you want to use one of the other windows, you get bolt cutters. Just cut your way through the barbed wire. It's not that hard. One of the reasons why the guest house is so easy to escape too is because you can get out of the guest house and then go back to your car. Drive away. Judging by the fact that the news truck is still right there outside of the house, it appears that the Baker family don't really do anything with the cars of their victims. They probably just leave them there. In addition to the bolt cutters, you're also given a hatchet. Can't kick down the door? Use a hatchet on the wooden door, or on the many wooden walls that are already half torn apart because this house is so dilapidated. The attic window is the only escape if you're just trying to escape non-destructively. But you do reach a point where when you have a hatchet and bolt cutters, and people are trying to kill you, where I don't really care what I break. I am going to break whatever I have to get out. Destructive method is the way to go to escape, up until your wife cuts off your hand. Then it becomes a lot harder. At that point, you're probably going to get dragged over to the main house. And now, we can talk about how to get away from there. Basically, a lot of the same. The main house has a lot more places you can escape, like a ton more uncovered windows, an AC unit that just has some plywood above it, an entire garage, but you can't really escape through that due to story reasons. A weird outside balcony thing attached to the second story that has a lot of spots where you could easily break away whatever they used to cover it, and then you can just drop down. This is probably the easiest and the hardest place to get to, because you have to survive the whole intro of the game to get here, but then once you're here, it's really not that hard to get out. Potentially the most important thing, when the police officer shows up, talk to him like a normal person. The police officer is clearly dumb, and dumb cops are a big horror trope. But even then, Ethan talks to him like he has some deep secret that he can't reveal. Like, the second the guy's like, "Who are you? Why are you here?" It's like, "I am being held hostage in this house by crazy people. Please help me." Don't respond to, "What are you doing here?" with, "I don't know, what about you?" and then ask for his gun. You are being the most suspicious person possible. Once you're out of the main house, either through escaping or through following the actual story, nothing's really stopping you from just leaving. You can go through some plants, you can swim around. The biggest thing keeping you there is the story reason that you've been infected with the mold, which is another reason why you should leave during the guest house part. Unironically, the easiest way to survive Resident Evil 7 is to get a message 3 years later from your clearly kidnapped wife, call the police, and then let the authorities handle it. There's a really funny reality where Ethan moves on with his life after his wife disappears, and when she finally messages him 3 years later, he doesn't even look at it because she's the mean ex who ghosted him, and then nothing happens. He doesn't go to look for her, she doesn't get rescued, Blue Umbrella shows up and completely glasses the place at the end. But that's enough yapping. Sorry that this subpar video took so long to make. My life got very chaotic and I've had a lot of stuff going on, and I probably should get back on ADHD medication. I haven't taken it since I graduated school, and yeah, it kind of very much affects how productive I am. Yeah, thanks for waiting so long. I hope you like this. The next video actually will be worth watching. Bye.